Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video and I'm working on a single 3x8 page here, and I know I have to do a photo flip because I have these 3 photos and I'm a little torn on this one. Actually, I want to use these 2 for sure because they're actual like graffiti mural art, whereas this one, it was in that same alley. You can kind of see a little bit of it right here, but it doesn't really show any of the art, but I like it because you can see the tall buildings peeking through there. You can see the edge of the Chicago theater. So I kind of want to use it, but it's not necessarily the art, which is the focus of the other 2. And then I had this scrap left from a kit of papers. They were all graffiti. And I bought it for when I was in Europe in 2018. I'm pretty sure, because we went on several river cruises. We did one in Vienna, we did one in Prague, and the one in Vienna was like boring, super boring. You can't really see anything from on the river, and we did see some graffiti, but that was about it. And I remember buying this pack of paper when I saw it, thinking, oh, like maybe that'll liven it up. So for all that time, I've still had this piece hanging around. I'm finally going to use it because I feel like it does match well with this. However, if I want to journal anything, I'm going to have to put like a piece of white cardstock there, or I have to ditch this photo and replace it with a card. Or maybe I could cut it down and do journaling underneath or something. But I'm just struggling a little bit with how to put it all together. One thing I also have done already is I have a flip made for this. I try to keep several on hand. Like if I'm going to cut into a new piece of paper to make them, I'll make them all out of that one 12x12 sheet. So I have a couple here. It's ready to go. I could do the back and the front, the top if I want, because here, if I attach it and decide, oh, I want to add something and add a staple, like it won't matter because it's going on the back side, which is fine. And then the front, obviously, I could put it on there. I could pick out my tab that I want. And then something should go here or here. If I did here, I would consider like stamping or maybe a bright sticker. Here, I can kind of do anything because this is just the fire escape. I don't really care if that's closed or covered up. So that's fine. But I think maybe I should start with those because that's going to be easier than trying to figure out what to do with this or what to do with this. I have this photo adhered on there, and I'm trying to find something for the bottom here. And I pulled out a bunch of my brighter city stuff because that's what I want for this. So I have these. These are from the same set Around Town. These are from Hit Kit Club. I've had those for a while. Obviously, not much here is going to work, but I had them together since they match. And there are some cool buildings and things on here, but I'm not sure I want to use those. And like this arrow, I can already see that doesn't match the color there, but we'll see. So I've got all those. Plus then I pulled out this sticker book. I do have some chipboard pieces that match this and some paper, but I would only be looking through here for maybe like these kinds of things, like big words like that. Oh, not alphas, maybe something, you know, of the phrase strips. I'm not even exactly sure what all's in here because I haven't had this that long, but I want bright for sure. So I'm going to look through these and just see what I can find. I have found 2 stickers that are in the sticker book that would match with this yellow here. At first I was thinking I wanted pink maybe, but I think I'm going to do yellow. It just brightens it up even more. And there's also yellow right there, so it would match both of them. There's also a little yellow in here, so I think that's all good. I have found 2 options here in my sticker book. So for the first one, I like this sticker that just says Wanderer. It's pretty big, but it would take up some of the space down there nicely. I could put maybe some staples inside the pennant area, like where the point is there. And then I also found this one. Now, I don't need to have taxi on there because I don't take taxis really at all in Chicago or New York. On my most recent trip to Chicago, I actually did use rideshare twice. I used it when I was with my friend when we were trying to get to the Art Deco tour, and we should have just taken the train. It ended up train would have been faster. And I know better because Chicago always has traffic. But we were like, oh, it's the middle of the day on a weekday. It's probably fine. No. We made it there, and actually we were like 2 minutes late. Luckily, we were the only people on the tour, so it was fine. But cars in big cities, generally, it's a no. And then I also took one when I was with my daughter because we were trying to get to a last-minute concert that my daughter decided to go to. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just take our suitcases back to our room and like get us all settled while you're at the show. And because it was kind of last minute, we wanted to make sure we got there on time, so we did an Uber. But in any case, this might work. Because it has the yellow. It definitely has big city vibes because it's technically like graffiti and stuff painted on murals. So I kind of thought maybe that would work. And it's even got like a tag on it. And so I'm like, oh, that might be kind of fun. And you know what? When I see it on there, I do like it. I thought, oh, maybe the taxi is too much. I don't think so. All right, there we have it. It's on there. I'm going to just put that aside for a minute because I want to find the tab that I'm going to use for this. And I have my baggie here of all the ones that are kind of leftover pieces or that I didn't know what to do with. And I was thinking yellow. I do have this one, but it would be pattern on pattern. And I don't know if that's like too much. It would not be horrible if that were just sticking out, but it's going to be next to this. Well, maybe I should go this way so the yellow shows more. If that looks wrong, though, I feel like this is the way the brick should go. I could also put it on the side if I wanted to, although it'd have to be this side, come to think of it, because this side will be against the page protector. Wait, will it? No, it's a back side. So I could do that. I could do it that way if I wanted to. But I'm not sure that's the right one. I do also have pink in there. I have that. Oh, this one. What's that? Well, it's kind of corally. The bright pink. If I went this way, it would certainly be okay. And if I went the other way, yeah, it would look fine there. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to go with that one. Because there will be yellow under here when you see this. And then I don't know what I'm doing up top yet. I'm going to go with the pink here. Why not? You know? Do I want it top or bottom here like that? Or do I want it to the side? You know, I think I'll leave it there because I could still stamp here or put something there. And then if I had the tab on the left, like those would be side to side. They'd be lined up against each other and I wouldn't like that. I have a bunch of stickers out here because I can't decide if I just want to do a geotag on here or if I want to use one of these. I was actually thinking I could just use this camera. It's got orange, green, and pink, and all of those are represented, at least here. The green, not so much here, but it's there. Or some of these geotags also match. I could do the orange, although that's a darker orange. Certainly this blue would. I mean, that's actually a pretty good match. So I just have to decide, like, do I like that or do I want one of these? And pretty much all the colors in here are represented here. So I could pick any of those that I wanted. These are probably the brightest. So it might go better with the graffiti look, perhaps. But I'm not sold on them. So I need to go off camera for a minute, really look at them and figure out what do I want. I chose to go with the blue geotag there, the puffy one that was on this sheet. So I have that done. Now I have to figure out what's happening up here. And I'm still not convinced that I want to use this. So what I'm doing is I'm actually taking out some cards I have. These are just in my generic stash. They're not specific to travel. But anything in this particular pile has wording on it or a design or something where I don't have to journal. I can just use it as a filler card. So I'm going to look through there at any color that might match and see if there's something I can get out of my stash and use up here. And if not, well, I'll figure that out at the time. I wasn't finding anything in my regular stash that I liked. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to cut down the photo and I'll just put it on a white background and embellish. I didn't like that either. So then I decided I am going to go into my travel cards and just see what I can find. And I really like this black and white one that says welcome to the urban jungle, because that's definitely what we're seeing here. However, oh, this one stuck to it. I don't want that one in there. All right. However, I don't like the color of the building there. That sort of olive green. So I'm wondering if I can cover it up with one of the buildings I have here, maybe. Oh, shoot. I can see already. Those are all too big, sadly. But I have lots of other things that are like city themed, or even a bigger heart. Like I could cover that up, I think. So I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do here. I took out my pink ephemera of travel stuff to see if there's something in there I could find. And I did find something. It was a full circle. I cut off the top. There was another line here like this, and I just didn't like the way that looked. This I don't mind so much, but I'm planning to just go like that. Might as well just attach it right now. So I want that right in the middle to cover up that green building. Is that straight? Yes, I think it is. All right, there we go. I have everything done for the flip now. There's how that looks. So that's all done and it's in the pocket. For this bottom one, I think what I'm going to do is I have this scrap of white paper. I'm just going to start journaling on it before cutting it. I'll see how much room that takes up, and whatever I have left, then I will cut off the rest and place it on here. I feel like that's the safer way to do this than cut it and have it be too small or something. So I'm going to do that next. I have my journaling pen here. Where is it? There we go. And I'm ready. I kept the journaling very simple, so I was able to cut down quite a bit of the white cardstock. And I think I'm just going to kind of place it like so. And I did leave a little bit more on this side because I want to overlap something. I'm not sure exactly what, but something. And actually, because this is so busy, maybe I'll move this down a bit into it, like right there. Definitely want some of that blue to show, so maybe I'll go like that. There we go. Yeah, I like that. So I just need something to overlap on this right side. When I was looking at this sticker sheet, originally I thought maybe I would use the orange cone there, but it was that stripe against this, like it was too much. I think I'm going to use this blue arrow and have it going upwards, looking at the artwork that we found. Is that pretty even? I think it is. Okay, let's see. So I'd have that, and you open it up and it looks like that. I think that still works because I got blue here and there. Yeah. Let's put it in the pocket and call it done. Oh, I forgot. These are freckled fawn page protectors, and they're not true 3x8. I cut down that card quickly, and now everything is put together. So here's another one done for Chicago. Thanks for watching.